Okay. What up? What up? Man, what up? What up? It's Trav. I gotta get some trimming going on, huh? So, I haven't really made a decent long video for quite a while. Um, I haven't had a whole lot of things on on my mind, really, that I don't that I feel like I don't talk about on a regular basis, or I don't find myself relating to when I turn the pages of the Bible, open that up and get into the Word, see memes and posts and stuff from people in the groups, and it just kind of covers it all. Or I talk to Deb about a lot of stuff. Not being able to go live on Facebook from the groups has not been cool. I mean, I could go live on here or whatever, but I like what I get used to. Don't we all? But that should be coming up. I don't know, maybe 30 more days. T-shirt information should be today. I should check my email or get a call from Hot Frog Design, who are going to be doing the shirts, and we'll get the prices out. I hope everybody still wants them that wanted them. I got another person, Travis Oswald from Mental Awareness and Suicide Awareness. Yeah, that's an awesome page. I did an interview with him and vice versa a couple of months ago. Just offers great stuff. A lot of people on there, but I wanted to talk about. I don't know if this will. I don't really think a lot of stuff through. I just talk from the heart, and hopefully God's. Like I said, I run my mouth. Hopefully God controls the tongue. Being committed to that lifestyle of drugs and alcohol. Um, And I definitely heard people say that they're functioning alcoholics or functioning addicts. I do get that. I always kind of thought that was BS until last year. Um, but in the end, we're only really fooling ourselves. Um, but we commit to everything we got to do to get the drugs and the alcohol. Play whatever role we got to play, and become a complete false version of our true selves. And it sucks because I've never not liked myself or whatever. I've always had an issue with, like, hello, uh, when my wife first told me that basically you can't love me until you learn to love yourself. I was like, what? I got so mad at that because I just was like, I don't know what that means. Like, you don't, it still kind of baffles me. But I didn't love myself in active addiction. I really didn't. And life wasn't too bad, but I just ran from it all anyway. Like, I wasn't. Once I started losing that gratitude for everything I had, the people in my life, wife, and even walking the dang chihuahua. I just felt like I had to have something extra. I had to have a little extra boost, or just something, something to help me wear that mask a little bit better. Um, and I got committed to it, and it's crazy how quickly it can happen. Where it's pretty much 24/7. Either you're going to get drugs and alcohol, you were doing the drugs and alcohol, or you're thinking of how to get the drugs and the alcohol. Um, and it's a hell of a commitment, and it's all instant gratification. That's the thing for me, is like, you do something, you drink, do some shots, smoke, whatever, inject. I don't know, I never mess with needles, but it's always quick. It's something that makes us feel good, quick, instantly, takes us away from that, whatever life or situation we're dealing with, or pain or trauma, to get through work better. I don't know, but it's just something extra that we have, like a dark cape that makes us like this, like, drugged out superhero or whatever. um And the whole persona it creates is crazy, because if you're the only one knowing that you're getting high, except for your drug buddies or whoever you're getting from, and then it's just like you got this little mysterious thing going on too, and it's so stupid, and it's so lame and immature and selfish, and it's just the complete opposite of what we really are. You know, I've met I know a lot of addicts, former addicts, whatever, and they're all pretty much really good people. You know, hey, what's up, everybody? Let's get through. Yeah, I mean, weed. I used to. That was my first drug. I'm never gonna call it the gateway drug, but man, I smoked it back in the day when it was nothing, and it actually grew in fields and trees and stuff. And I mean, I smoked it a lot, and I really realized I got addicted to it when I didn't have it. When I didn't have that weed, like my whole day would be, I'd be a shitty person. I'd be an asshole. I wouldn't want to go do nothing. We ain't going to Walmart. I don't care about supper. Just I would be completely irritable and irrational, and I couldn't stand it. But still, even, and I was way younger then, 19, 20 or whatever. But I didn't realize that that's what addiction was. Um, it's not so much that we're addicted to the drugs and the ritualisticness of it, and doing it here in a certain place or whatever. It's just that when we don't have it, that's when you're really addicted. That's when you know that you got a problem and you're not in control of it anymore. We use drugs until drugs use us, and that's a hell of a lifestyle to be committed to. And whether you think you're committed to it or not, you are. And once that moment hits you where you're like, oh man, I can't just put this down. I can't do it. I can't, work's gonna suck. I don't want to work, around the house this weekend, doing whatever. Going fishing ain't the same. None of that stuff. And it just becomes, you end up creating this life on top of yours that now you have to just be a slave to, and you're in bondage with. And we commit to that for all those reasons and more. No, I don't smoke. I didn't smoke weed in years. I just can't stand it. It changed, and it's no. But man, surrendering it all to God, using some recovery, going to AA, going to NA is a big deal. The 12 steps. No, I'm not. No, I'm not homeless. Um, it was a big deal. I've always known of God, but when I finally committed to Him and surrendered to Him and turned my will and my life over to Him and tried to be as obedient as I could. And I always thought, well, I'm not good enough for God. I mean, with or without drugs, I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was all that special. Um, I didn't love myself. If you don't love yourself, or at least, like, who you are, your interests, your hobbies, your, talents, your caring nature. I mean, whatever it is, there's got to be qualities about you that you like in others. We're usually attracted to other people that have similar qualities as us. But if you don't love yourself, it is hard to love other people. And if you don't love yourself, you certainly aren't going to be able to love God the way God loves us. And I never could grasp that. I was just like, well, I'm here. He's forgotten about me. I have no use to Him. I have no value. There's no purpose in trying to do anything with, the God situation. But I've seen it. I've seen Him work in other people, and I've seen prayers answered for other people, and that's miraculous to me. And I believe He intervened divinely twice and pulled me out of 2 suicide attempts. So I finally realized, okay, this works. I got to give all this up and get out of my way. Certainly is. And just try to live the best I can for Him, and just try to be a really good person. And He's turned my life around in every way. I still have some issues with like being impatient and struggling with this and anxiety, and I get irritated, but I'm not making any of that worse. I'm not adding to any of that. I'm not putting drugs and alcohol into my system. I try to like not say things, not be condescending, and just try to be as good as I can. And I've seen the benefits of that. Just trying to be as decent as I can, and anything good that comes my way, I give that credit to God. And that's really important, I think. And I commit to that. I've committed to the other the other side of it, to the devil, basically living that lifestyle, and that did nothing but destroy everything I had. And you know, I mean, atheists are just, I don't know. I used to be an atheist too, man. It's kind of a, weak stance, really, in my opinion. But I mean, do what you got to do. I support anybody who's clean and sober. That's all that matters to me. I'm not gonna keep that to myself. This is my channel. You don't have to like look at my channel, but you got to commit to something. I mean, like nihilists and atheists and all that, they commit to just nothing, being out and just walking around. I mean, I don't know, taking whatever comes their way. But just for me, in my experience, once I committed to God, yeah, well, I probably have in many ways. I still have many other addictions for sure, but they're not drugs and alcohol. And I'm certainly not in the same situation I was last year. So I'm committing to God. I'm committing to this lifestyle with Him. I'm committing to this walk on this narrow path. That's all I'm really concerned with these days. And if anybody is there for that, wants to support that, that's great. I have that. I have that God network, and the rest is just whatever God wants to bring me along my way. Awesome, and I'm grateful, and I'll always be grateful. I gotta get off here. I'm doing some stuff, and I appreciate all the comments and all that stuff. Love y'all.